Welcome to my table, Peaches. Have a seat and we are going to find out what is your hidden gift. So stack 1 is the bunny, stack 2 is the baby fox, stack 3 is the black bear. Their timestamp below, and here we go. Okay, stack 1, little bunnies. We have, this is the Sun card, 5 of Swords, 5 of Air, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Earth. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Okay, so I've pulled these Power of Surrender cards just to kind of identify the blockage, like why is this gift hidden, or what is it hidden by, hidden behind, hidden under. So where I am usually looking for a talent or a strength in these readings, I'm seeing a loving relationship and a happy family as a gift. So, but it's eclipsed by like a mistrust of intentions and a fear of having everything taken and being left with nothing. They're encouraging you to take whatever steps that you need to at your own pace to attempt a recovery effort around these fears. Like, I'm feeling really strong and heavy blocks around this one, and I don't think like a general YouTube tarot reading is really going to be a safe or effective method. Like, this might be best left between you and your partner or you and a professional, because intimacy, that's very serious. I mean, to be taken seriously. Not saying you can't overcome them. They definitely can. Anyway, all I'm going to do here with these cards is point out the irony that fear of losing something is causing you to miss out on something. And I feel someone around you wanting very much to connect with you and experience joy and play with you. And I also see a divine contract to become parents, to be entrusted with a new soul or a new person. And many times we have in life several soul contracts for different purposes, and this is just something our culture does. But just because your parenting soul contract is with someone different than your grow old with contract does not mean that that person has done anything wrong or nefarious once that contract has been fulfilled. Sorry, I didn't mean to nudge it. I keep doing that. I'm not saying that that's the case for everybody, or that it, that's what's going on here. And I'm not trying to say that that's not difficult. And I'm not trying to advocate for any type of one value system or family structure, but just to take that into consideration, that things not working out isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes these things, people come together for a purpose, and that purpose gets fulfilled. And what that means is that the person that's supposed to come in for us next is waiting. They're waiting. I'm just seeing some helpful concepts to consider around boundaries and strengthening yourself emotionally to prepare to receive love. And that fear of it going away, it keeps you from being able to experience it at all. And you're absolutely surrounded by it. It's brilliant and it's clear and it's beautiful and it's purposeful. It's divinely timed, and it's even enlightening. It's like, have you ever seen the articles on the 3 people that you fall in love with and the purpose each one of these serves? There's that dramatic first love, and then the more difficult second one that you learn the most from about yourself. And then there's that last one that you're just not expecting. It comes out of nowhere. This kind of feels like it could be that second or third one. And there's fear of the pain of that first one repeating itself. Anyway, the point is, I'm personally not seeing anyone out there to hurt you. They're only to love you as best that they can where they are and where you are now, and that it's for a reason. So that's what I have for you, Stack 1. And if it helps you in any way, let me know by hitting that like button, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you. All right, stack 2, baby fox. What do you have? You have the 10 of fire, 10 of wands, burdens. Ooh, okay, 4 of swords reversed, 6 of cups reversed. Surrender your desire to control people. Ooh, she looks so mean. But there's a point. So I pulled these Power of Surrender cards for this reading because I wanted to find out what might be blocking, like why is this gift hidden? Why isn't it obvious? And so when I see this come out for that, what I am hearing is that this is not the usual hidden gift reading. It's specifically for someone who has been told that they have this issue. So if you've heard this recently, then this is probably for you. So right off, your gift is caregiving. And once you can give some of that to yourself, it's really going to come out of the shadows and express itself in a healthy way. To address this control issue thing, because it's the reason the gift is considered hidden, it's hidden from you because of what others might be perceiving. So then, like, they say that, and then you think it's true of you, and it's not the case. It also contributes to you being like too busy for others, that you might not have time or the energy to really be that introspective about it. Because I'm not seeing you as very, I don't want to say narcissistic, but more outwardly focused, more looking to care for others than to care for yourself. There's a strong urge to altruism. I knew I'd find the word altruism. There's a strong urge to help the next generation to not go through something that you went through. A deep compassion that's born from something unhappy in your own past. And it's definitely needed, just like all generational curses that need to be broken. So here's the thing. So the thought process goes, I made XYZ mistakes. It had these negative consequences. And because I love this person or people so much, I want to protect them from these same consequences. And so you take on all of this work and responsibility to prevent them from making whatever mistakes that they actually need to make. Hence, they are perceiving it as control issues, what is actually an expression of deep love, protection, and compassion. So this is weird how this is coming out. Like it's trying to be a harsh truth reading, but it's not that. It's saying that you have this hidden gift for taking care of your loved ones, and it's hidden because of the way it's expressing itself. And so the advice, and this is probably going to sound counterintuitive to you, but it's to put yourself first, to put your self-care first. And while you're doing that, two things may occur, okay? For one, yes, they may make a mistake and suffer a consequence. And you've given them the gift of learning from that mistake. Because you've been taking care of yourself, you'll be able to show up as your best self in supporting them through that lesson. And for two, you demonstrate and you model self-care for them to do the same. And once again, you fulfill that desire to ease someone else's suffering using your actual spiritual gift of leadership and caregiving by example. So that's what I have for you, Stack 2. I hope it made sense. If it helped in any way, please let me know by hitting that like button, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Okay, Stack 3, the Black Bear. What do you have? 8 of Earth, 8 of Pentacles reversed. King of Cups. And that's the High Priestess. And then surrender, low self-esteem. So I pulled the surrender card to go with this reading because I wanted to find out why this gift is hidden. What is the blockage to seeing this hidden gift? And why isn't it just a on the surface, obvious for all to see gift? So I'm seeing you as a pattern breaker. Like eons of some way of doing things, it stops with you. And I feel like you might not have fit in with your family because of this, or they didn't understand your sensitive, intuitive way of being, so that it didn't get honored, or it might have even been put down or denied in some way. And they're wanting you to rise into your truth now and to see this gift for what it is. Self-esteem issues can be huge sources of self-doubt and self-questioning, questioning the validity of your gut instinct. And so you don't listen to it because you don't trust it. And then, of course, something happens and you're like, I knew it. Why didn't I listen? Or whatever. And then the next thing you know, you're beating yourself up, and it's this spiral. It's this cycle. So try putting your psychic nudges at the head of your decision-making table and see what starts to happen. Your insights are deep and divinely inspired. They're direct communication from the universe. They're also saying, and this is weird for this sort of message, but they're saying practice. Practice using your nonverbal, your know without knowing how you know it knowledge to make small choices at first. And I feel like there's something, this is important here. I feel like there's something to unlearn. Like it's an inherited gift that's been suppressed for generations, and you're going to be the first to not try and silence it. You might have been associating this wisdom with emotions, and so maybe just labeled as too emotional, but it's actually not. It arises from the solar plexus chakra, and it radiates up to the heart. The heart, kind of feels it by proximity. But if you've been labeled negatively as too emotional, no, you are highly sensitive, and that's a superpower. Why do we praise people with sharp senses and then downgrade highly attuned intuition like it's not one of those senses? And then at the same time, why do we destroy our health trying to blunt this? Anyway, so it's there, but it might be blocked. And so that's why self-esteem is an issue. So just off the top of my head, some ways that you can, you might need to work with a professional, but just some easy stuff like positive affirmations, getting your body moving and the blood flowing, or getting sunlight. But what I am hearing them say, whatever you choose to do, they're saying you need to practice, practice, practice. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Stack 3. And if it made sense in any way or helped, let me know by hitting that like button. Thank you.